Steph Curry is going to miss some time, and for the Golden State Warriors, that changes everything. Late in Wednesday night's loss to the Rockets, Curry took a hard shot to his right quad, a contusion that will sideline him for about a week, maybe a little longer, according to Shams Charania. The silver lining is that the injury isn't considered serious. His return will depend on how quickly the quad responds to treatment, and there's real optimism he could be back as early as December 4 when the Warriors face the 76ers. But before that, he'll be out for two key matchups against the Pelicans and Thunder. After the game, Steve Kerr didn't sugarcoat the impact. He said losing Curry obviously changes everything, the rotations, the pace, and the entire way they run their offense. Still, Kerr sounded relieved when he learned it wasn't an ankle or knee issue, knowing how those injuries have shaped so much of Curry's career. For now, the mission is clear: the Warriors have to hold down the fort until their superstar is back. The injury didn't come out of nowhere. Curry took two big hits in the fourth quarter of that razor-tight 104-100 loss. First, he stepped in to take a charge on Amen Thompson but was instead hit with a blocking foul, absorbing the brunt of the contact. Moments later, he drove to the rim and collided with another Rockets defender. You could see him grimace immediately, trying to shake it off as he played through the pain. But with just over 30 seconds left, he couldn't continue. Curry headed to the locker room, clearly uncomfortable. For the Warriors, the timing isn't ideal. They're now sitting at 10-10 after what once looked like a strong start to the season. This team opened at 4-1 and seemed poised to build early momentum, but inconsistency has crept in. Now, they're forced to navigate at least a few games without the player who serves as their engine, their heartbeat, and their identity. And this isn't the first time they've had to survive without him this season. Curry already missed 3 games earlier due to illness. But this one feels heavier, not because the injury is severe, but because the Warriors desperately need stability right now. Every game in the Western Conference matters, and dropping a few can shift playoff positioning quickly. Still, as long as this remains a short-term setback, and all signs point that way, the Warriors simply need to hang on. Because once Curry returns, everything changes again, this time in their favor.